Is this how extraterrestrial aliens could rule the universe? This edition of BBC's Earth Weird Science investigates the likelihood of alien life and potential attack. Dale Shaw of BBC Earth reports, if sci-fi and Hollywood blockbusters have taught us anything, it's that when the inevitable alien invasion occurs, it will be loud, brutal, and fairly unpleasant for most of us, and our new interplanetary overlords will strip our planet of its resources and show no remorse for humankind. But let's move away from the science fiction and consider science fact. What do the leading experts in the field think about the possibility of an alien invasion? And what are the odds that aliens actually exist? And what would the aliens look like? And what method would they use to pop by? And this edition of BBC Earth Weird Science investigates the likelihood of alien life and potential attack. What are the chances? Our sun, hanging daintily in the center of our solar system, is a single star. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, has a mere 400 billion additional stars, all doing a similar sort of thing, with a potential 6 billion Earth-like planets orbiting them. And once you consider there could be 2 trillion other galaxies in the universe, then you're suddenly dealing with a number so huge that it'd even make a mathematician cry. With billions of potential receptacles for life spinning out there in space, surely at least one of them is inhabited. And if that were possible, would these potential life forms be capable of extinguishing life elsewhere? The Nobel Prize-winning nuclear physicist Enrico Fermi was puzzled that alien life had not been discovered yet. He formulated the Fermi paradox, which says, where is everybody, meaning where are all the extraterrestrials? To describe this apparent contradiction. There was no scientific evidence of extraterrestrial life, but the probability that it exists was high. Solutions to the paradox range from the theory that alien life may not be advanced enough to make contact yet, to the suggestion that aliens maybe don't want to have anything to do with us, because we're rude. In 1961, astronomer Frank Drake created an equation to estimate the number of alien civilizations that are close enough for us to have heard from. The latest calculations using the variation of the Drake equation suggest that the odds of us being the only intelligent life in the Milky Way are between 53 and 99.6%. There are too many unknowns to calculate anything more accurate. So in short, there might be intelligent life out there, or we might be all alone. Some astrophysicists believe alien life of some kind could be right on our doorstep, while others are pretty categorical that the creation of life on our planet was a freak occurrence that could never be repeated anywhere. Would they have the traditional gray skin and big eyes? But if there is life out there, what would it look like? We've all heard stories of close encounters, usually on a rural road somewhere in the American Midwest, where the aliens witnessed tend to have a fairly uniform look, gray skin, big eyes, no fashion sense at all. But is there any logic in aliens looking like this? The elements that make up life on our planet, nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen, are widespread throughout the universe. So this would suggest that if these conditions are replicated elsewhere, life in some form could emerge. However, we also know that whilst life on our planet began relatively soon after Earth was formed, it evolved in many different ways. Once upon a time, the whole place was teeming with dinosaurs, but when they died out, they were not replaced with more dinosaurs. Instead, the whole new range of creatures evolved, suggesting there's not one singular optimum form for life on Earth to take. A massive variety of creatures can exist and thrive on this planet and just as readily die out and vanish. So alien life would presumably need all the things we need to survive, such as energy, protection from predators, and a way to move. But beyond that, they could look startlingly different. Just consider the bizarre undersea creatures that move and eat and avoid being eaten, but look nothing like us or anything else. Aliens could look like Vin Diesel or something our brains could not even contemplate, like most astrophysical things, there are simply too many possible answers. How would they get here? The universe, as we've heard, is big. A spacecraft like NASA's Voyager 1, traveling at 17.3 kilometers per second, that's 10.5 miles per second, would take 73,000 years to reach our nearest neighboring star. Applying factors such as the distance between stars and the conceivable speed of travel, it's been calculated that the nearest potential alien life is within 20 light years away, which is still very far. 1 light year is 9 trillion kilometers or 6 trillion miles, the distance light travels in 1 Earth year. Mind you, our alien pals may have advanced transportation methods to get here sooner, maybe making us a use of wormholes or warping space-time, and we still have to wait and see. We also have to contemplate the Dyson spheres. Whilst this may sound like a new and exciting device for vacuuming the house, it's much more chilling than that. Distinguished Russian astronomer Nikolai Kardashev devised a 3-tier system to describe how technologically advanced an alien civilization may be. Type 1 civilization is capable of collecting all of the energy that falls on their planet from their sun. Type 2 civilization would be able to collect all of the energy from their parent star remotely in space rather than on the planet itself. This would have to involve a massive solar energy collector orbiting the planet known as a Dyson sphere. It's a bit like the Death Star in Star Wars, an entirely constructed celestial body but used to harness energy rather than destroy planets. It might be one great ball of solar panels or just loads of interconnected solar panels. And if this alien civilization has managed to build one Dyson sphere to serve their needs, they could be promoted to a Type 3 Kardashev civilization, and here they start to grab the energy from neighboring stars, then slowly build a network of Dysons that could eventually harness the energy of an entire galaxy. And these solar vampires would need the materials to build these planet-sized structures, so you can assume as they advance throughout a galaxy building their spheres, they would extract what they needed from any defenseless planets they encountered. But one of those planets could not be us, right? Right? Are they closer than we think? Now don't panic, but in 2013, bizarre signals reached NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, and suddenly the prospect of a Dyson sphere in our galaxy became a faint possibility. The telescope had been scouring the Milky Way for exoplanets, planets that orbit stars outside our solar system. These exoplanets are spotted when they pass in front of a star. The starlight appears to dim as they partially block it out. This dimming is usually quite uniform and predictable. But Kepler identified an event that was not uniform and predictable. It was strange and irregular. Something very unplanet-shaped was passing in front of the star. Could this be a Dyson sphere in our neighborhood? And if it was harvesting the juice from that star, could our sun soon be in its sights? More space telescopes were pointed at the potential Dyson sphere to try to ascertain whether a highly advanced alien civilization was at work nearby. Should we be worried? So is it time to lay out some sort of buffet for the highly advanced Dyson sphering alien civilization that's about to visit us? Well, don't get the vol au vent out of the freezer just yet, because all of this star snooping has led to an updated theory. What the scientists had witnessed might have been caused by dust. Large clouds of dust, space dust, possibly from a moon that was destroyed in some way, could have been the irregular shape that caused the unpredictable changes in light. So if it was not an alien megastructure, that means we can all rest easy, can't we? Well, since this discovery, other stars with strange dips in the light have also been observed. Could they be Dyson spheres? And could their creators be galloping towards us at an alarming rate? If there really is extraterrestrial life threatening to crush us all, close enough to target our star and capable of harnessing the energy around the planet, then there just might be a slight cause for concern. Or perhaps it could really be nice. We'll just have to wait and see. And this is on Collective Spark by Dale Shaw from BBC Earth. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.